Fashion rules? I say fuck fashion rules. If you are one of the lucky ones and have subscribed early, welcome back. If you are new here, subscribe if you're so inclined. We have videos about fashion, we have videos about fatherhood, and we have videos about, my philosophy on things. And today it's going to be about fashion rules. So I know I came in with a pretty brazen statement there, so not only am I going to explain myself, but I'm also going to get some help from a couple chaps that opinions I truly value. One of them is my man Yosh. Who's from across the pond. No, not England. He's from Australia, Tasmania, Australia to be exact. And my other guy is Sean McHugh. You might have known him from my previous videos where I went and did a little behind the scenes of a podcast with him and his boy Vito.
Rules of fashion.
So I do believe at the core, fashion rules are there to help us. Well, they used to help us. Let me explain. So have you ever looked back on a time and were envious of what they wore or how they looked? And like the quality of clothes, and like if you look at the 40s when everybody wore a fedora and a suit, or even like the late 1800s where people wore top hats, for goodness sakes. Like I used to look back on like certain eras and be very envious of their clothes. And I thought I was wrong for doing that. Like I was trying to escape my own reality, or the grass was greener on the other side or something of that sort. Until I found this book, Dressing the Man by Alan Flusser. Now, if you are familiar with his book, I know he has a lot of rules in there, and I just said fuck fashion rules. So stick with me. He explains perfectly in here that some of our classic pieces that are still worn today came out of not the 40s, not the 20s, but the 30s, the Depression era. Now I'm paraphrasing here, but he explains that some of our best classic pieces came out of the Depression era because people didn't have a lot of money and they couldn't spend frivolously on clothes they couldn't afford. During that era, people would only spend money on very specific quality pieces that they could wear for the rest of their lives. So the clothes during that era basically had to go through this vetting process and had to be of not only quality, but also stylish, classic, and something that lasted. From the 30s came the camel hair coat. That's still worn today, and I do hope to buy one day. The coconut straw hat, which we still see to this day, and Norwegian slippers, which ironically just this previous week, I talked about my hobbies, which are very close to this style. And of course, this style is still worn today. And in his book, he explains perfectly how these pieces became so classic and why they lasted. But I feel like in today's time, fashion rules have become these arbitrary statements and subjective opinions that are not vetted because each year fashion is changing. And this is exemplified in like stores like H&M and Forever 21, where clothes barely last a season. We're taught in modern times to basically replace our wardrobe every year, which makes no sense if you're trying to buy high quality items that are classic and make you look good on a regular basis. And this is where I want my man Yosh to take over, give us a little insight.
You know what? I have a massive problem when it comes to trying to find and figure out what to wear when I'm going out to shoot something. People come and tell you that looking your best is essentially how you make your first impression. What do I wear? Maybe that. Or no, let's out a bit of a neck noose. How about that? That should do the trick, right? It's not working. Because, to be very honest, I think that when you put rules on yourself on how you should dress and how you should look like, I think you're missing the opportunity to really express yourself. Anyone else remember the high-low fashion scene? That's what I'm talking about. This is Fashionable Father, and I am not Timothy Sands, but I'm collabing with him. So, hey Timothy, take it away from here. Thanks, mate.
Thank you, Yosh. And is that your lady's dress that you were putting in front of you? To add to a fickle clothing companies, we also have this subconscious desire to conform, to be a part of the group, to be accepted by the group. And this can be very stifling and you're missing an opportunity, as Yosh said, to express yourself, your own individuality, because you're stifled by trying to conform. We see this with corporate jobs all the time. I mean, men pretty much wear the same exact suit in almost the exact same color. Just go to a happy hour at a bar and you see a bunch of drones standing there. Okay, so let me have my man Sean McHugh chime in on this. There's been many a time I've had outfit envy with him, so he's quite appropriate.
So my boy Tim asked me what my feelings were on the rules of fashion. There are no rules. How does it make you feel when you wear it? Do you feel good? Then wear it. That's the only thing you should worry about. Because sometimes I want to be dapper. I want to look smooth like this. But then other times, I want to be super cash. I don't want restrictions. I want to wear a t-shirt and jeans, but still look good. Other times, I want to wear a nice sweater, maybe even a cardigan. That's right, I said cardigan. You know why? Because it makes me feel good. Because when I feel good, I look good. And that is all that matters. That is the only rule you should be concerned about.
Did you see his pocket square and that perfectly silver coif? Yo man, I gotta have you on this channel talk about hair, right? So yes, I do believe if you feel good in what you're wearing, absolutely wear it. However, there can be a dangerous side effect of going with your feelings. And I'm talking about not people like Sean, who is pretty comfortable. He's an actor, he's been in costumes. However, there's a lot of people out there who get very comfortable in just a t-shirt and jeans and are not gonna put on that cardigan. So I wanna speak to the people who are too comfortable in their clothes and do not venture out. I would even say so about myself. I'm very comfortable in J. Crew and Club Monaco, and I do believe that sometimes that can even stifle me because I don't venture out, and I get envious of those people who express themselves even that much more so with very individual pieces, right? With feelings, yes, go with your gut, but also get out of your comfort zone when you are inspired by someone or something else. So yes, I do believe fuck fashion rules. However, I do have my own 5 rules that are there to help express your own individual style. 1, figure out your body type. That's right. If you look good in certain clothes, wear them. Know your body type, know how you can capitalize off your body type. If you do not look good in skinny jeans, and just because they're trendy, do not wear them, right? 2, know the colors that look good on you. Like know the colors that complement your skin, know the colors that complement your hair and your hair color. Know those colors that complement that. And again, if something is trendy, do not just go with that because everyone else is wearing them. You might not look good if it's not their appropriate color. And that goes into my 3rd rule, do not follow the latest trend. I get it, some of that stuff might look really good on you, but if it doesn't, do not follow that trend. If the latest trend does not communicate your individual style, do not go with it. My 4th rule, embrace your individuality. If you like something, you know it's gonna express you and your individual personality, then wear it. And that goes into my 5th rule, do not worry about the opinions of others. There is no reason to care what other people think of what you are wearing. If you're confident, if you're comfortable, and you like what you're wearing, then that person will embrace you. And if they don't, move on. Satisfy yourself, and then the other people who understand that will embrace you for it. Yo, thank you Yosh for chiming in, sending me a little video. That was awesome. He is an amazing filmmaker out of Australia. I'm gonna link him below. Go check out his YouTube channel. He's a cool cat. Also, thank you Sean McHugh. He is a talented actor extraordinaire. He also has his own YouTube channel with Vito, where they react to trailers. And he also has a podcast where he talks about trailers. So that guy's got a lot going on, and I will link his stuff below as well. I am Timothy Sands. This is my story of fashion and fatherhood. Please like this video if you got any value and agree with any of this philosophy. Subscribe if you're so inclined. I've got all kinds of videos here that are very enjoyable about my philosophy on style, fashion, and fatherhood. And always remember, never forget, style first. All right, I'm out.